Other girls all seem to be nothing different or new to me. You cast your loving spell on me.
Welcome back to the stories behind Mark Jennings' bass guitars. This is part 2. In part 1, I told the story of how I got my second bass guitar, a Sunburst 1967 Fender Jazz bass. I played that bass for about 6 months, but it was a little bit cumbersome and heavy. So, a couple of months later, I bought bass number 3, a blue Hofner copy, and I really liked that bass. It was easy to play and very light, but it didn't have that deep, punchy, solid sound like the Fender Jazz bass. So I thought, well, how can I get the best of both worlds? Being a dumb teenager, I sawed the front horns off of my top-of-the-line 1967 Fender Jazz bass, and I sanded the sides down to bare wood. But there was still some sunburst finish in the center. And then it was perfect. Not everybody thought that that bass was perfect. The first time I revealed my new creation to Dale Schneck, the manager of the Shillings, we were getting ready to perform a lip sync at a Philadelphia TV station. Dale's opinion was a bit different than mine.
I go to check out the guys to see if they're ready to go on stage, to make sure everything is the way it should be. And I see Mark with his guitar, and it looked like a dog had chewed on it for days.
I eventually sold that blue Hofner copy bass, but I played that 1967 Fender Jazz bass with the horn sawed off until the Shillings disbanded in 1970. And 20 years later, I had that bass totally reworked. Whoa! Now, that jazz bass is gorgeous. This is my original 1967 Fender Jazz bass. This guitar was used to record all 16 songs on the Shillings' new CD. It was also used in my 50s show band during the 1980s called Ricky and the Rockets. It was also used on my recently released CD, Songcrafter. It was reworked and refinished by a famous Nashville luthier. The bass was given a special pearl white paint job. All the electronics were upgraded except for the 2 pickups, which are the original pickups. There were 2 knobs recessed into the body that control the sound and the volume. There was a 3-way switch put into the guitar to control which pickups are used, and an upgraded bridge was installed. Now, this guitar is a one-of-a-kind 1967 Fender Jazz bass. A lot of people ask me, Mark, what is that guitar worth? To me, priceless. This has been my best friend for 50 years.
Wait, I thought I was Mark's best friend.
Wait, I thought Mark was my best friend.
I thought I was Mark's best friend.